Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome to everybody already in the building. Appreciate y'all. So the Las Vegas Raiders are not favored in any game this year except for one. But do we have a secret advantage that nobody's talking about? We'll get into that. We'll break it all down. Of course, Raiders Unleashed.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
You know what I like to do? Just follow me on this one.
Hey, that fire still burns bright here in Las Vegas.
And one future.
Boys,
Talk about commitment to excellence, just win, baby. Once a Raider, always a Raider. You walk in this building, you can feel it.
It starts with our DNA, ill intent, physicality.
7 memorable decades, 30 Pro Football Hall of Famers, 25 postseason victories, 5 AFL and AFC championships, and 3 Super Bowl titles. Though names, faces, and locations have changed, one constant remains: the unyielding will to win.
Let's win, baby.
O'Connell under center. Gets the snap. 7-step drop. Eyes. Takes the shot. Deep down the field. He's got a man open. It's Tucker in stride at the 20. 11 seconds to go. Shotgun to O'Connell. Backpedaling. Lobbing to the end zone. Trying to get Adams. Makes the grab. Touchdown Raiders. O'Connell looking to throw. On second and long. Pressure up the middle. He's backpedaling. He finds Hooper at the 50. Cuts to the middle. 45-40. Hooper running with Surtain. And he's spun down at the 31. First and 10 on the 33. Pump fakes to the left. Takes a shot. Deep down the left sideline. Open man at the 5 is Myers. Catches. Walks in. Touchdown Raiders. And the final play of the 2023 season is the victory formation.
Whew, damn, that was long. I didn't think it was that long. But shout out everybody in the building. What's good? What's good? We will break down AOC. Where does he rank among the top, not quarterbacks, backup quarterbacks in the NFL? Y'all, I'll hide y'all for a minute, right? We will get into that. We will break it down. The advantage, the Las Vegas Raiders. Do we have an advantage? Like I said, we are not favored in any games but one. But I feel we have a very, very sneaky advantage in the first half of the season before the bye week, where we have a chance to make some noise, gain some momentum. I've talked about it before, but I'm going to give you a couple reasons. No 5, 10 reasons. I don't really know how many I have, but we'll get into that. We'll do our thing, talk our shit. As y'all can see, the record prediction is back up. I figured it out. Took me a minute. Let's get into everybody in the building. Who's in the house? Raider, Unleashed Raider was good. Rosetown, 707, native in the building. Hawaiian Candy. Choose my guy. Hit me up. Are we good for tomorrow? Let me know. These Duts, what's good? Appreciate you. Yeet. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. All right. Who else? God Family Raider for life. What's good? Welcome, my guy. Appreciate y'all in the building. Hawaiian Candy. Sounds like you had an interesting day today. You get a little felt up by the law. Damn, horrible, horrible, horrible. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Unleashed Raider. Appreciate the 99 cent money face. What is that little thing? Pretty cool. Appreciate you always supporting the channel. Changing the name to support the channel. Damn, you a diehard Raider Unleashed fan. I love it. I love it. I love everybody in the building. I appreciate you pulling up and rocking with me. But yeah, man, let's get into this right off the grip. You know, I believe we have a huge advantage that a lot of teams don't have. And of course, the number one, like I said, no numbers, I don't know, but first off, is Pete Carroll and his coaching staff. We all know the energy he brings in this building, the experience. But I was going over some of the coaches we play. Not a lot of them, none of them have even half the coaching experience that Pete Carroll has. That's a huge, well, Andy Reid. I take that back. Andy Reid, Jim Harbaugh. I was going to say, besides our division. Now, there's a couple that are up there, but he has a huge advantage. He's seen it all. He's done it all. He's been there. I talk about the fact that he took a year off. He stepped back. He watched a lot of football, high school football, college football, but a lot of NFL football. You know, he's seen some things that he thinks he could take advantage of. It's a big reason he wanted to come back. He wants to make this organization proud again. That's a huge reason. Raiders just win, baby, right? That's what we all want. But he didn't come here just to win. He didn't come here for the Pete Carroll legacy. He came here for Al Davis. He said it himself, right? He came here to make this organization proud again, to get us back on the winning track. And I believe that's another huge advantage, right? A guy that's not just here for a paycheck. He's here to teach these young men, to groom these guys, to develop them, and to make us great again, right? As my shirt says, baby, what does it say? Commitment to excellence. Man, it's been a long time. We got away from that. I believe that's back. So that might all be number one. That might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know. But I think the huge advantage that we have that a lot of teams don't, and yes, they have, you know, new players. They have new receivers. Some of them have new running backs in our division. I get all that. But what we have that they don't have is the best running back out of this draft. Hands down, no question about it. I mean, he's still got to prove it, but we believe that. A lot of people believe that, not just the nation. You know, everybody pretty much is on that train, which is a lot of weight riding on Ashton Genty's shoulders. Now, we know what Kansas City and Andy Reid's going to do, right? They have the same offensive coordinator. They have the same defensive coordinator that's been there for I don't know how long, but too long. It's trying to makes me throw up in my mouth again. You know, when you talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, if there's any Chiefs fans out there, the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton, you know, 3 years he's been there. We pretty much, the NFL pretty much knows what he wants to do, right? We know what their scheme is. We know what their offensive coordinator is. We know what their defense is about. We know they like to run the ball. We know they got a pretty, special quarterback up and coming. The Chargers, we know what they're going to do. The whole planet knows what they're going to do. They're going to run the hell out of the football, smash mouth football, try to cram it down your throat. We have no idea. The NFL has no idea. Raider Nation has no idea what's coming. What's coming? Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, Jacoby Meyer, Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, who is standing out, surprising a lot of people, turning a lot of heads, not just in this organization, but in the NFL. Jack Beck, who many people believe he could ride off the rip, be that go-to guy and that number one guy to lean on. If that's the case, that's big. That's big, right? Now, we know the receivers. Most of them. We know they're quarterbacks. They have no idea what they're going to get with Geno Smith and the Raiders. Herbert's been there for a minute. Bo Nix, yeah, he's a rookie. Right? Patrick Mahomes, we know Patrick Mahomes. The numbers haven't been the same the last couple of years. We also know that. Is it the O-line? Yes. Their biggest problem right now is the offensive line. If you look anything, anywhere, what are teams still what are the biggest needs for the playoff contending teams? Kansas City is the offensive line. We have a dominating defensive line. Hopefully not just a front four, but a front seven, 6, however we run it. So that's another upper hand. They have no idea what they're going to get out of Ashton Genty. So if we play our cards right in these first 7 games, the first game, Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers. The second game could be Dante Thornton, most of the game, right? We could just pick guys apart. We can go to Michael Mayer. If they try to double Brock Bowers, we could just run the shit out of the ball with Ashton Genty. There's so many different schemes that we can run, so many different personnels that we can run with the speed, with the hands that we have on our team. Everybody on this team catches with the ball out in front of them. One player, I'm not going to throw him out there under the bus no more. He's still a Raider. Needs to work on it, but he's working on it, right? I feel that's a huge advantage. Teams don't know what they're going to get. We know what we're going to get with the teams we play. So does the NFL. The other teams we play, some of them have been predicted to make the playoffs. Kansas City, the Broncos, the Chargers. Also, some people are predicting the Jags to be a playoff team. I mean, I don't believe in Liam Cohen that much, if at all. And we have an advantage in that. We play the Jags. Who knows Liam Cohen better than Spytek, right? Spytek, they work together. He knows how he runs his offense. He knows what he's trying to do. He knows what system he's going to run pretty much. Now he's going to mix it up and change it up probably with his personnel. But how much, right? How much? So we have that advantage. Again, in our first couple games, we could pound the rock one game. We could spread the field the next game, right? We can run screens, play actions the next game. Teams aren't going to know. It's going to take a while for teams to catch on to be like, okay, how good is Jack Beck really? Do we have to double team him? Do we have to watch for him and Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers? Shout out to the chat, Ray Love. I'll get into everybody here in a minute. I'm just going off on my soapbox. So I believe that's a huge advantage. Then when you get in the run game, there's a question of Nick Chubb still out there. How do y'all feel about Nick Chubb? Let me know. 1 through 10. 1 being the highest, 10 being the lowest. Do you feel like Nick Chubb would be a better running back in this system to help Ashton Genty along than, say, a guy that we just brought in, Kenna, what's good, and Raheem Mostert? I don't know how he's looking in camp. He doesn't look too bad to me. He didn't look as fast as usual, right? It didn't look like he was out there. I'm not going to say not putting in 110%. We're only wearing shorts. We got to see when the pads come on. But it looked like some of the guys out there were a little bit faster than Raheem Mostert, had a little bit better footwork. So would you guys take a flyer on a Nick Chubb? We're only paying Mostert $2 million, I think, a little over $2 million. You can get out of that contract very, very easily. So I believe there's a huge advantage with the Raiders, right? A lot of teams have no idea if Christian Wilkins is going to play week 1, if he's going to play week 2. I guess they'll find out if they put him on IR. Then they'll probably know. But if they don't, and they feel like, okay, he'll be ready by, week 2 or week 3, let's not put him on IR. Let's just slowly, wait for him to get better, which I don't know the story, but I just don't feel he's going to be ready in football shape by then. but you can slowly bring them along, right? A couple snaps a game, whatever. It don't have to be 80%. So they have that aspect. They don't know if Christian Wilkins is going to be out there. They have no idea except for what they're going to see in preseason, which is not going to be probably any of the defenses we ran. Because if you look at last year's preseason, we didn't run that defense hardly at all. Or any of those players really were even out there on the field. So that's another thing. Then again, you have to look at the fact that who really knows, what Chip Kelly's going to do. We know he said the system isn't really going to change much. It's the same philosophy. But when you have speed that you haven't had in a long time, when you have a running game, that he just came from college having a good running game, damn good running game and speed, teams are going to take a while to figure out what the Raiders are trying to do on offense, right? Is it going to be the Geno Smith show? Is it going to be the Ashton Genty show? Is it going to be the old school Rich Gannon? Let Geno get the ball out in 1 or 2 seconds, 5-yard slants, 5-yard drags, curl routes, comeback routes, out routes. Is it going to be that type of offense? Nobody knows. And it's going to take at least 3, 4, 5 weeks. And if the Raiders play their cards right and don't really show much of their offense, right? Just don't show a lot when you play the New England Patriots, right? Because you could scheme different for each team. And I believe with this coaching staff that we have, they are going to definitely scheme up some shit for a lot of these teams that are going to have them mind boggled when it comes to offense. Again, you can't double Brock Bowers, Jacoby Meyer, and Jack Beck. You can't double Brock Bowers, Dante Thornton, Jack Beck. You can't double Brock Bowers and Jacoby Meyer. If you do, Geno will have the ability to change plays at the line of scrimmage. That's something the Raider quarterbacks have not had in a long, long time since Derek Carr. And even Derek Carr's last year, he didn't have the ability to change plays. It was in Dick Daniels' system. You do what I say, you call the play how I call it, and you don't have no way to change out of it. East Coast Gridiron, man. Hey, anytime, bro, anytime. I appreciate you coming on here too. And we got to link up. I'm still figuring out this new system. So as soon as I get it dialed in, I'll definitely have you on the show because I definitely want to know your thoughts. But, I think it's another huge and great show, by the way, man. Again, all the shows are just killing it. D Woods was fire up there. So I definitely went and followed him. Y'all go watch the show, East Coast Gridiron. He's been dropping some damn good interviews. So if you ain't already subscribed, which I'm sure most of you are, go hit him up for sure. But yeah, so, I think that's a lot of advantages we have before the bye week. And if the Raiders can just get some momentum in the bye week, and like I said, what do we have? 7 games in the bye. Oh man, I can't see the chat. Hold up. Can I hide the chat? Hide the chat. Oh, no, go back. Fuck, whatever just happened. Shit. Hold on. Oh, itch. All right, well, that didn't flipping work. That ain't working. Don't put that up there. Or there. Shit. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure this out. And damn, you can't see it at all. All right, well, I don't know what the hell. So we have the Patriots, the Giants, the Bolts, the Bears, the Colts, the Titans, and the Chiefs before the bye week, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Yeah. All right. Now somehow I need to figure out what I did to lift this all up. I think it was this one. No, this one. Fuck no. This sucks ass, bro. I don't know what I did. Oh, shit. Um. All right. Well, somehow minimize this bitch position. Let's fucking minimize. That's not working either. What the fuck just happened, bro? All right, that works. I don't know what I did. I apologize, yo. Fuck it. This shit just got all twisted. It's still not how it was. I didn't flip and delete anything. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. That's pissing me off. So, oh, maybe I removed the chat. That's what it did. Damn it. All right, works for me, man. Don't ever do that again. But anyway, so man, I think we have, some key advantages going into the first 7 games. Now, even the Chiefs, a team we've played a lot, right? Patrick Graham, it's still Patrick Graham on defense. He's played the Chiefs twice a year for the last 4 years. He knows what they're trying to do. He knows their system. He knows what they're trying to accomplish. That's another huge advantage, I believe, for us. Now, for the Chiefs on defense, Spags has no idea what we're doing on offense. I mean, you can go watch Chip Kelly in Philly. You know he's going to run the ball, right? But is it going to be all Ashton Genty? Is it going to be a mix of 3 running backs? Are they going to pass a lot out of the backfield? Are they going to use some of these guys like Dylan Labe to run wheel routes or drag routes? Try to mix it up. It's going to take a while for these teams to figure out what the Raiders are trying to do. And like I said, if we just play our cards right the first couple weeks, right? Because we're still, the offense is still learning the offense. Everybody's still learning the offense. So maybe they start out, make it easy on Geno. The next game, maybe a little bit more, rely more on our defense, right? And then when we start getting to game 6 or 7 and we hit the bye week, man, if we can gain some momentum, Raider Paul was good. Appreciate you. Frank Weber was good. If the Raiders can pick up some momentum and win 5 of those games, right? Go 5-2 before the bye week. Somehow split, the AFC West, which is a big ask, I know. That puts us at, 8 wins just right there. With teams like the Eagles, the Texans, the Giants. I'm trying to read this schedule between this shit. I got to figure that out. Schedule has to be moved. Make a note. But yeah, so that gives us, a lot of advantages in the first couple weeks of the season that a lot of teams can't prepare for, right? They don't know if it's going to be the Brock Bowers show, right? A lot of people are going to think Brock's the guy. That's the number one guy. Let's go out, stop Brock Bowers. But make sure you watch Ashton Genty in the backfield. And if they think that's the game plan, and you go out and you hit them with that doot, right? Over the top with Dante Thornton with that 4.3 speed at a 6.5. Come on, man. You stretch the field with whoever in the slot, Jack Beck, Trey Tucker. I mean, you could stretch a lot of teams out with the speed we have now. We had one speedster. The rest of the guys were no threat. Now we have speed, right? We have Tommy Malott, I believe, runs in the 4.3s or 4.4s. Athletic freak. So when you have that advantage on teams where they don't know what you're going to do the first couple weeks, how you're going to play them, right? We have weapons now. It's not just Brock Bowers like it was all year. Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers. There's a reason they both had 1,000 yards. They had most of the receptions. They had most of the targets, and they were damn good. Jacoby Myers, again, shout out. No drops. Man, unbelievable. So these weapons, if these guys develop right away, pick up the system right away and become a threat like a Jack Beck, that's just one more weapon teams have to worry about. If you're constantly, if you're not in 12 personnel and you're stretching the field, I don't know if we're going to run as much, trips as we did last year, but a lot of teams, seem to run a lot of trips, whether it's in tight, outside, whether it's two tight ends and a receiver, whether it's two receivers and a tight end. They mix it up, but it seems to be the norm how teams are going. We have the personnel to run spread now, right? We have running backs that can catch out of the backfield. I mean, we have receivers that can catch. We have receivers that have speed that are a threat. So I believe in the first, like I said, before the bye, we have a very, very huge chance to surprise a lot of teams. And I believe we have a big advantage over the teams we play, right? Two AFC West teams, the Chargers and the Chiefs. And then we play a team that a lot of people are predicting to make the playoff year one. And Josh McDaniels, there's been a lot of talk that, Dick Daniels has dummified Dummy Daniels offense, right? He's made it pretty much like one word or two words from what I heard the other day, what I was watching. I forgot what it was on. I don't have my notes. I didn't write it down, but I wanted to make a note of it and talk about it. Josh McDaniels simplifying his offense for Drake May could be scary. A lot of people, saying this team with the defense they had last year with the pieces they added, the Patriots could come out the gate hot. It's a big question, but we play them game one. I think we have an advantage over them game one, right? We have more experience. I think at the offensive coordinator position, we have more experience at the head coach position. We have a lot of experience on this roster. We have a defensive coordinator that's been here, done that. The Patriots clean house. They have nobody left from the Super Bowl team on that roster. It's all new players. That's a lot of work to do. That's a lot of people to buy in, to learn a new system. We have guys on our defense that have been here, done that for the last 4 years. Another huge advantage. Every time you add talent, you help the talent that you already have. 100% facts, Frank. And I'll get into the chat here in a minute. Like I said, I'm just rambling on for a little bit. Damn, I already been on here 30 minutes. Shit. So let me know in the comments below, man. What's your thoughts? Do you think the Raiders have advantages that they can exploit that I just talked about? Do you think those are huge advantages? What if Zamir White comes on this offseason? What if Dylan Labe, gets carries and produces, right? More than one carry and one fumble. I mean, what if we have good special teams? Guys back there like a Malott, like a Dylan Labe, that can actually, get us past the 30-yard line to start a game, right? That can actually have a threat back there in the punt return game. So teams are trying to, kick to the sidelines and not kick to our return guys. It's been a long time since we've had a threat like that in the backfield. So get into this chat. I have no idea where I'm at. Oh, it's got times on it. Damn, nice. Ray Love, appreciate you. Facts Rebel, talk that shit. All right, we'll go from there. If I missed anybody's comment after that, my bad. Raph in the building, what's good? AOC. Yeah, we're gonna get into that right after I get to these chats real fast. My guy Raph in the building says defense is gonna be a important key to winning games, but we need a linebacker to work with Pete Carroll's scheme. I agree, Raph. I agree. And there's a lot of questions in the nation about these linebackers, but I'm not sleeping on them. I'm not sleeping on any of these guys in camp. Amari Gaynor, impressing. Tommy Eichenberg, been impressing. Cody Lindenberg. There's a lot of people that feel this guy can come in and contribute right away. Guys like Matt Jones have been out there doing well. Jalen's already got him an interception. So, and if you've seen, I don't know what video it is. I should have brought that up. There's a Raiders video with number 52, which I do believe is a Landon Roberts standing on the sideline catching passes with one hand. I mean, that's a linebacker catching balls with one hand. I'm not sleeping on his coverage. Like I said, if it's inside the 10-yard line, a Landon Roberts is going to hang with anybody. Now, after that, you're going to start getting steps on him. So, I'm not really sleeping on this linebacker core because I know who the linebacker coach is. And dude don't play. There's a reason he's been with Pete Carroll for 13 years. There's a reason everywhere Pete Carroll's went, linebackers were one of the most impressive groups. There's a big reason. This dude knows talent. He knows how to coach talent. He knows how to get the best out of his players. So, when you have that aspect, when you have guys like Devin White, that's been to a Super Bowl, that's been Pro Bowl caliber, that's shit, I think it wasn't even an MVP, hide message, are close to it of the Super Bowl that year. Then I know he started off one of the games with an interception. So don't sleep on Devin White either, man. These guys have the potential to be a nasty, nasty, nasty linebacking group. Now, yes, they're young, but so are the Rams linebacking core last year. So have the Kansas City Chiefs, right? They've had a bunch of young guys coming in playing first, second, second, third year guys. A lot of these teams in the NFL have been playing, young linebackers that have been coming in, getting their grass time. So Nick Chubb could be a great addition for the team. That would resolve the running back room. I agree. It's another guy that can't stay healthy, but Pete Carroll's all about second chances, right? Giving guys these second chance to revive their career. I don't want to get into too much. Hit them likes, fam. Jack Cannon, what's good? Appreciate you. Mustard on the beat, ho. Mustard. Facts, my DMs are always open. Yes, sir. We're going to put something together very, very soon. And that Logan Rogers kid, man. I've been watching everything I can find on that kid. That kid's going to impress some people. What am I using? I'm on Restream.io. But I could use, whatever. If you hit me up on my IG, is that still playing on here? Hold up. Yeah, it's on the bottom. If you hit me up on my IG, man, we'll set up something. Like I said, I can go on your show if you have enough followers. If not, y'all go subscribe to Chewy's channel, please. I think yesterday he was just a couple away from getting the amount, whatever it is, to be able to go live and live stream on his channel. So if you could help my guy out, if there's any mods in here, Jack Kenna, somebody drop my guy Chewy's NFL game link in the chat, please. Candy Angel, somebody. Appreciate it. So yeah, man, just hit me up. I'd rather go on your show, to be honest. If you're able to pull people up, go on your show. That way everybody comes and watches, and people ain't in mine and I have to send them to yours. I'd rather do that. But if you don't have the people, like I said, if you're not able, you're welcome. Come on mine. Either way you want to do it. But I'd rather get all the shit on yours. Ruined our team. Kenan, we got to start the off season with AW and set the tone. Would they win? AW? Toggle that window off. This Restream IO is it I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't let me set my overlays up right. It doesn't let me adjust the sizes of nothing. I'm figuring it out though. I'm gonna figure it out. My guy says Raiders. Watch out for our play action this year. Yeah, play action is going to be nasty no matter who's in the backfield. If it's Genty back there, with the weapons we have, you can't stack the box. With the speed we have, it's going to be hard to keep up with these guys. Definitely going to be hard. I'm getting off in like 20 minutes.
You just need those?
Yeah, some dabs too, but I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'll tell Destiny to get it because I'm not going to.
All right. I gotta say, in JB playing slot, not feeling it like some others, unless the Raiders go after Ramsey. Man, here's the thing on Ramsey. We all know he wants to be a Raider. He wanted to be a Raider. He wants to be a Raider. But there's still, that talk of the locker room, of the character. Is it a fit in what we're trying to do in Vegas? Do we need guys like that? Is there, a chance that maybe he comes to the Raiders and becomes a Marcus Peters? I hate to say it, but, maybe he comes and be like, damn, I just want to cover guys. I don't want to tackle, right? I don't want to play the run. I don't want to be involved in this shit. Just put me one-on-one. Let me be a lockdown corner. And if I get it, interception, I get an interception. But I just don't know how he's going to fit. I don't know if that's what we're trying to bring, if that's the culture we're trying to bring, right? We have young guys. Do we need, and I'm not saying he's a prima donna because I know nothing about it. But there's a reason the Rams let him go. There's a reason Miami's not keeping him. What are those reasons? Is he losing a step? Is it the money? It can't all be the money because they wouldn't have just paid him a $73 million contract, last year or 2 years ago? Not too many years ago. So with Jalen Ramsey, I just don't know how it's going to work. Yes, he's going to come in and probably be the best corner on the team, eventually, and maybe very, very soon. Darian Porter Jr. might have something to say about that. However, the locker room thing, we've seen it with Devontae. We've seen it with other players. Is Pete Carroll willing to take that chance? Is Spytek willing to take that chance? Is there things that Tom Brady knows about players that we don't know, right? That maybe he's like, nope, I don't want this guy in the building, or nope, I don't want this guy in the building, right? Tom Brady played a lot of leagues in the NFL, a lot of years in the NFL. He knows a lot of people. He's played against a lot of people. So that could be another possibility. I mean, why haven't the Raiders jumped on it yet? Why haven't you went and got Jalen Ramsey? He's been there. We have the money. Are they just waiting for, come on, it's post June 1st, right? June 1st is there. It's passed. It's done. What are the Raiders waiting for if they really want to go get him? I don't understand. They just waiting, for the man to be cut. Because don't they save more money by cutting him now than they do by trading him? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like if the Raiders wanted Jalen Ramsey on the team, he would be here. Now, he could be a huge, huge asset, right? He can come in and be a guy that tightens up the ship in this corner room, in the defensive back room. Or it could be the opposite. And I feel like if the Raiders, really believe in Jalen Ramsey, that he's the guy that's going to come in and help this team, he'll be a Raider. If they don't, shit, I'm with this coaching staff. They got me sipping the Jamba Juice. We ain't getting out coached next season. Talk that shit, my guy, Frank Webb. That's a big thing. That's what I talked about last night, right? Last year, we got out coached in at least 9 games. Going back and watching film, at least 9 games, we were out coached. A lot of it was on the defensive side of the ball and Patrick Graham's defense in the run game. There's a problem stopping the run with Patrick Graham. I'm hoping the linebacker coach that we brought in, I'm praying because last year, and I know I keep jumping off subject, but last year, right, our running game coordinator was who was our running game coordinator? Fuck. I had the name right in my head. I don't know who it was. The Jags defensive back guy. Damn it. I don't know why I can't think of it. Anyways, that was our run game coordinator. This year, it is on Robbie Leonard. So, man, I think that makes a big difference. Hopefully, Robbie Leonard, knowing this defensive line, right? Knowing their strengths, been with a lot of these guys for going on, 4 years now? Again, just another huge advantage the Las Vegas Raiders have. So, getting out coached is not going to be one of them. It's not going to be one of them. Gino, baby. We grabbing Ramsey. Pete wants to win now. Pete does want to win now. But like I just said, I don't know. I think Ramsey would have already been here. But I'm not mad if they do. Like I said, I believe he can only help these guys if he's still that, that pro. If he's starting to be that, I'm better than everybody else because that money does go to people's heads. Or if he is losing a step, his cover grade wasn't the greatest. It's been better, I think, in every year, right? So there's questions. And like I said, I trust his coaching staff tremendously. Every time you add talent, I got to that. Was wifey in here? I haven't talked to her all day. She is in here somewhere. Toasty Topics, what's good? Yes, the advantage is we are a better team. New energy, new direction, new belief. Talk that shit. That's what I'm talking about. I need some kind of bell or something. Comment of the night award. I love it. And that is advantage. That's a huge advantage just right there, right? New direction, new energy, and a new belief. A new belief in the players, a new belief in the locker room, a new belief in the building. Makes a big difference. Makes a big, big difference. Porter and secondary balling out. All of the new offense weapons killing it. Then our pass rush doing it big. Raiders. Right? If that happens, man, look out. For a linebacker, don't sleep on Gainer. Damn you, Rebel, you beat me to it. Come on, man. I ain't trying to say shit, but I've been on that Amari Gainer train before anybody, and I guarantee you that shit. When I was talking about him last year, everybody was like, "Oh, he's a UDFA. He's not a Mike linebacker. He played defensive end." Yeah, all that shit, bro. All that shit. I'm telling you, I believe in Amari Gainer faithfully. I watched many full games. I watched lots and lots of film on this dude where, rewind. This dude has a chance to be special. And the shit I watched the most was the San Francisco last year in the preseason game. The dude played almost the whole entire game and didn't miss a beat. That was a UDFA rookie last year. He has a whole new offseason, a whole new time knowing this scheme. Amari Gainer, bro, if he's going to flash, it has to be now. Matt Jones, Gainer, Lindenberg, real capable of balling out for us. All of them. And, don't sleep on Jalen either. He's been a Raider. It's his second chance back. Guys like that could be special. When guys don't want to be traded, when guys believe and are bought into a system and then, they get cut or released, that puts a chip on their shoulder. But when you get brought back, you have a chance to lock down a spot. Like the linebacker coach said, there is no guarantee in his linebacker room. Everybody is competing for a job. It's not a Landon Roberts job. It's not Devin White's job. It's a wide open battle. And whoever steps up and takes it is, he said, is the job's theirs. But you got to take the job. So when you have that in the building and you have, guys that are 32, like a Landon Roberts in the building, teaching these young guys, the ropes, the tricks, better technique, how to be a pro, it makes a huge, huge, huge difference. And I believe, that's why the linebackers got better with Robert Spillane. We had Robert Spillane teaching them last year. Now you have a Landon Roberts. You have a guy like I said, Devin White, that's been to a playoffs, that's been to a Super Bowl. This linebacker room is going to it's going to scare some people. It has a chance to be very, very good. My guy just says, if you look at last year, we had a lot of games. I'm going to count those as wins this year with our coaching staff. Man, if we count the games that we lost last year, wins for our coaching staff, that's 9 wins just to start off, right off the jump. We got to win a couple more in those somewhere just because of defense or because of a crazy run game, 200-yard breakout from Ashton Genty, or, a 150-yard game from 200-yard game from Bach Bowers with 3 touchdowns. I mean, it's bound to happen, right? So, yeah, if we look at the games we could have won last year to wins this year, 12-5 looks very, 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 very doable. Very doable. You see 10 likes? Damn, hit them likes. 20 people in the building. Help me out. Help me out. Tip your plug. Dealing all the Raider content, news, strategies. Tip your Raider plug, bro. Tip the plug. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. There's a lot of people that don't know. There's a lot of people that don't know if you're not watching the beat reporters that are in camp interviewing these Raider coaches, right? Right. And I'm going to make some videos. I'm going to put it out. I got a problem with my sound, though. I don't know what the hell it is. When I'm trying to record shit, it echoes very, very bad, and it's pissing me off. And if I try to play the video straight from YouTube on here, it doesn't come up on the screen. I don't know if YouTube's blocking it or what, but it's pissing me off also. Let's get to this. Toasty says, it's been reported Ben Stocks and D. Porter are rookies shining. Crosby said Devontae Thornton, wide receiver, is insane and has wide receiver skills. It is 6'5", 4.3 speed. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's not the only one. There's been a lot of players. There's been ESPN. There's been reporters. There's been beat reporters. There's been a lot of people talking about Devontae Thornton. And I tried to tell him. I'm going to say it. I tried to tell him. I watched tape way before this kid was drafted. He was on my radar. He was talked about on this channel a lot. And the other guy, Kendrick, I don't want to say Kendrick Lamar, the Kendrick kid that went to Kansas City or San Diego. I think it was Kansas City. I don't know. I don't have my notes, but both of those kids were very, very high on my radar. Did I think the Raiders were going to draft him? Shit, I didn't know, but I really damn wanted to. I like Dante Thornton. Being a Razorbacks fan, I seen what he did against us. A game we won against Tennessee when they were ranked 4th in the country. Shout out to my Hogs. Woo pig. I just don't want to get beat by the Browns like we did with the Panthers last season and make whoever is quarterback look like a Hall of Famer. That's a damn good point, right? We lost a lot of those games. I just don't feel we're losing games like that this year. Now, there is a possibility we could lose games because of turnovers, right? Guys are going to have to step it up. We're going to have to tighten up the ship when it comes to turnovers, for sure. Chin said he got good tips from Bobby Wagner last season. and he's going to share that with his new team. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, we can't overlook that fact too, right? Jeremy Chin had his best year ever in the NFL under Dan Quinn. Who taught Dan Quinn everything he knows? Pete Carroll. Just saying. Connections, connections, connections. Just hit 50. Thanks, everybody. Got you, bro. Got you. Got you. Good job, fam. Good job. Appreciate y'all showing support. Hell yeah. Alex Wagner got those hips from Pete. We have the source in the building now. Chin going to cook. I feel you on that, God and family. I feel you on that. He is going to cook. Good job, Joanna. Appreciate you dropping the link. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Yeah, anytime, bro. Anytime, anytime. Protect the shield in the building. We got to link up too, man. It's been too long, my guy, Chris. Protect the Shield podcast. Always dropping the fire. I got to know the secret, bro. How you get all these interviews. You got to help me out. You got to help me out. I'm just saying. We all family, right? What else we got? What else we got? Have a good show. Are you already gone? All right. Appreciate you. I'm a little slow. Salute Unleashed Raider. Rick, got you, got you, got you. What the fuck, LOL? What the fuck, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Chewy, those 50 will be 500 soon. Talk that shit. Preaching that truth over here. God, family, and Raiders. That 50 will be 500 soon, my brother. We're going to help you grind. We're going to help you grind. That's what we do here. We family. Bauer's best tight end in the league. Well, he was rated second best tight end in the league. These chats just keep going. I got to catch up. Rosetown, thanks, my dog. Salute, protect the shield. Got you, got you. What does that say? Geno Vick, baby. I wouldn't get carried away. He's a better passer. If he was Vick running, bro, we definitely play out Brown. Ramsey would be great safety with his experience. Getting older, that position is the way to move. I mean, again, you can put him at free safety, like I said, if he doesn't cut it with these young kids, because I guarantee you he's not running. He's not running with Dante Thornton. He's not running with Darian Porter. He's not running with Jacorian Bennett. He's not running with DCam. These guys are in the 4.3s, man. These guys have motors for wheels. Everyone have a blessed day. Lawrence, my guy in the building. I shouted you out, didn't I? No, I don't pause. Whatever is that? I mean, what? I'll do it for you. Don't make me take what? Oh, keyboard bunnies. What's going on here? I thought we was Raider family. These nuts. You get out of here with that Phil talk. Ramsey jersey already ordered. Stop. That's brave, bro. That's brave. You already got the Ramsey jersey ordered. Geo Mex, my guy, where you been? Miss you in the chat for sure. I'm not trading unless Ramsey takes a deal that works for the Raiders. That $20 million is scary, bro. He's going to have to work out a deal. You know, he's going to have to sign some shit saying he's not going to be Marcus Peters and he's going to give 110% and show these guys how to be true professionals. You know, but if he gets cut, that $20 million price tag has to go down to at least 10 mil, right? I mean, somewhere in there. Ramsey suitors, Dolphins talk could heat up soon. Yes, very, very soon. Raider Menace says, I'm okay not getting the old Ramsey. It would be nice to get him, but we will do just fine without him. Preach that truth, my guy. Preaching truth. I think we'll be just fine without him. but that veteran presence would help in the building. I mean, we talked about it last night. Who's the oldest guy in the room is a 4-year vet, right? And that's Eric Stokes, former first round pick, but he's only has one full season under his belt. He's been hurt a lot. So a veteran presence would be nice. But we can also get veterans that can come in that are a little bit younger that I believe could help out just as much. And I talked about some last night, and I got a video coming out on some sneaky guys that if they do get released or if they are talks of getting traded, we should definitely go get. One is on the Broncos, which I don't know if they're going to get rid of them. But with the guys that they just drafted, there's a very, very high possibility they could be trying to, trade away a Pro Bowl caliber slot receiver. We'll get into that tomorrow. Stay tuned. 3 years would be nice, only if he goes off. Oh, only if he goes to safety. Gainer, I was with you on Gainer, but no Mike, Will linebacker. I'm going to put him wherever he does best. That outside, it is scary with his speed. But if he can run the show, if he can stop the run, put Amari Gainer wherever he's best. I've seen him a lot of times on the outside have no problems getting through the line. We know he can get to the quarterback on the outside, but getting through the line, he's getting bigger, faster, stronger. This dude's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem when he puts it all together, and it won't be long. If it's this year, that'll be great. A UDF breakout in the second year. Just think about how huge that is for our defense if Amari Gainer takes that breakout step this year. Now, if it takes him another year, I'm fine with that too. At least we know we got guys that were, grooming in the building to be that next guy. Tyree Hill, toxic guy, not coming to the Raiders anyways. Yeah, we got to stay away from these, wife beaters, like these womenizers. I'd be good with that. Gainer tape at Florida State was very good. At Florida State, where he played outside linebacker, right? And then it was North Carolina, he played defensive end. I'm pretty sure. Or was it the other way around? I don't know. We all know domestic violence players like Hill will never play for the Raiders, right? True that. Devin White needs to take that green dot and run our defense, in my opinion. Well, here's the thing. I showed the video, and if y'all didn't see it, let me see if I can play it again. I think I know where it's at this time a little faster. Let's go to here. Video. No, it's not loaded. Damn it. It's not going to do me without loading. Shit. All right, let me try another way. Local video. Aha. Oh, make sure that's just not pulled up. All right, so we have where the fuck's it at? Oh, Gamer and Tommy. Yep. All right. This one. Now, 52. I don't know if it's Devin White. I got to look. I'll have to look real quick. But 45, I believe, is Tommy Eichenberg. Or 44 is Tommy Eichenberg. 45 is Devin White. Look at these guys competing. Look at Amari Gainer. Look at Tommy Eichenberg ahead of Gainer. Tommy Eichenberg. Look at him talk his shit as he walks off. This is competition, bro. This is what we need. Let's replay this one more time. So 53 is Amari Gainer. 45, I do believe, is Devin White. I will double check. 44 is Tommy Eichenberg. 52 is Landon Roberts. Get out the way, Max Crosby. That's the only thing that sucks. But look at these boys. They are all hitting the line. They are all getting it. All four of these dudes. Look, Gainer, Eichenberg crossing the line at the same time, bro. This is huge. This is huge. I'm telling you. This is gigantic for the Las Vegas Raiders. This means a lot. Devin White is showing that he is running with these young bucks. Tommy Eichenberg, who's not the fastest guy, but I do believe he was in the 4.4s or 4.5s, wasn't he? 4.5s? Somewhere 4.5, 4.6, somewhere in there. And then Amari Gainer, I think, he's in the 4.5 somewhere too, 4.6s. So, bro, this is huge for the Las Vegas Raiders, right? You got 4 cats right there. 4 cats. Amari Gainer, Devin White, Landon Roberts, and Tommy Eichenberg. All 4 linebackers that were getting it, right? They were giving 110%. They were looking at each other. It looked like Amari Gainer and, Tommy Eichenberg have a little competition going on. They did come in the same year last year. One was a UDFA. I talked about it. One drafted in the 5th or 6th round. There's competition in this building, bro. There's competition. And when there's competition, you know what that means. Everybody gets better. Everybody gets better. Roberts might be okay. If Devin White can step up, he'd be a demon. I mean, what do you think about that video right there? I said 8 or 9 wins. Man, I hope we win more than 8. I really do. I see 8 being our minimum. But I'm not, again, if it's more than 4, I'm not saying that. If it's not more than 8, I'm disappointed. Last year I was not disappointed. We had a lot of shit going on. I knew from the jump, as soon as they announced Gardner Minshew was the starter, our season was trash. There was no doubt about it. I didn't have to come on here and try to gas up everybody up and, try to get everybody to believe in Gardner Minshew, because I couldn't do that shit. I'd have been fake as hell to try to do that. I see Devin White more on a blitz and just rundowns if he makes the team. Man, if he keeps running like that with these young bucks, I don't see him not making the team. Huey P, what's good? Appreciate you in the building. Raiders. Where the fuck did that go? Hide messages. He won't be an elite corner all his career. If we move to center field, right, like we kind of did with Charles Woodson back in the day, he can prolong his career and be productive. Probably get another contract too, just my personal opinion. Talk that shit, my guy. Preach that truth. That's what we talk here. Preach that truth. All facts, all facts. Loving the comments today. Y'all are killing it, killing it. If the Raiders lose, McShitnuts, Dick Daniels. Lose to the McShitnuts, just like the Panthers last season. I'm gonna lose my shit. Well, Jack, if you do lose your shit, please be on the toilet, because that's messy to clean up, bro, and it don't smell very good. But hopefully you don't have to lose your shit. Hopefully you can keep it all together this year. I just don't see us losing games like that, bro. Now, really, if you look at, like I talked about, we're not favored in any games except for the Giants. Now, that's all going to change, right? That's all going to change after preseason, after we know who's who, what's what, who goes where, all that good shit. All that's going to change. A lot, in my opinion. They still have us 14, 13 points underdogs against the Kansas City Chiefs in week 7. Clown shit. That's all I'm saying. Clown shit. Kenan, watching the game, the cameras are going to be on McDaniels and his visors since we're playing us. They should not be on him. They should be on Ashton Genty running all over the place. All over the place. Don't like Lefty Reed. Raiders suck. Not as good as your mom, yo. Kenna, thanks for the support, brother. Hot take, Christian Wilkins for Vita Vey and a 2nd-round pick to the Bucks. They're not going to trade for an injured player. I mean, I'll take Vita Vey. I'll take the 2nd-round pick. I'll take both. That would be a crazy take, My guy Choose with the $1.99. Appreciate you. Raiders, check your Discord when you're free. Salute. All right, I get you. I get you. You don't have to pay me to that. Matter of fact, bro, if you just hit me up, I'll give you my phone number. You just text me. We don't have to do this DM shit. Like, I ain't fucked up about it. Don't that 20 million get cut lower after July? No, the July, it makes it where they can lower they can spread out the cap hit that they take for trading him or cutting him. They can spread out that cap hit for 2 years. So it doesn't lower his money. But if he's cut, there is no money. There is no guaranteed money, right? It's a new contract, I do believe. If you're cut, you ain't under contract, so you got to renegotiate your shit. As far as I know, I could be wrong. I'm not bueno. What's good? What's good? INB in the building. All right, can we get to this fucking shit? Amari Gainer's off the ball linebacker. I like the kid. He is an off the ball linebacker, but he also has the potential to play that Mike defensive line, so I mean that Mike linebacker position. He showed in the preseason, I'm telling you, against the 49ers. When you look at the 49ers, they draft well every single year. So if you look at the 49ers roster and you say Amari Gainer was in there against their first string, their second string, and their third string and performed well. Now, they didn't play a lot of starters. It was their last preseason game. But even the backups for the 49ers were better than a lot of the players had on the Raiders last year. And Amari Gainer killed it. Yerp, what's good? What's good? Appreciate you in the building. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Gifted one membership level. What's good, my guy? Appreciate you gifting to the channel. Dark received the level up. What? Wait, members gift level. Appreciate you dropping in. I'm glad you got it, Dark. I was scared Piano Boy went down. Bro, that would have been fucking hilarious. I am not gonna lie. I love you, I'm not bueno, but that would have been the funniest shit, bro. If you fucking yo, that would have been classic, dog. That would have been my luck, 100% legit. He said, that would have been hilarious, bro. That would have been hilarious. It would suck not to be able to kick Piano Man. Now, if you're gonna kick Piano Man, we talked about this. He's got to do some stupid shit, right? As long as he's being cool, don't just kick him because he's a Chargers fan. We don't roll like that over here, Kenna. So please, Dark, all of y'all, whoever's modding. Now, if he's clowning, give that fucker the boot. Give him the boot now. We know how that goes, and y'all ain't got to wait either. If he starts this shit early, it is what it is. I've had conversations with the kid, sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. Some other chats, he's normal. As long as he ain't just straight out saying, fuck the Raiders or personal attacking, give him a chance. I just don't want my channel to be known as the channel that if you come on and try to talk shit, you're going to get blocked, right? Whether, from another team or whatever. I don't want to be that guy. Give people a chance to say what they got to say. Now, if it's attacking, that's different. Caleb Rogers been taking first guard reps. Yes, sir, Alex. We've been talking about that. Talked about it last night, a little bit the night before. I believe this is another huge advantage for the Las Vegas Raiders. If you get another young guy, in 2 years, we come up with 3 starters on the O-line. Man, that's powerful. That's powerful. Very, very powerful. Rosetown, it would be fun to see 40-yard dash between Thornton and Porter. They might probably be having some of those competitions in camp. Who's the fastest guy on the Raiders? I'm going to say it's those two. But which one is it? That's a hot take. You know what would be nice if I could get somehow Rich Eisen does his shit on the 40-yard dash where they put players side by side. If anybody knows how to film edit better than I do, if you could put those two, man, I'll figure it out. I got this shit. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna put those guys 40 times side by side and see who's quicker, right? Because now you got me curious. But that would be fun to see. I try to get a refund, Kenna. I'd give you one, bro. I ain't fucking with you. I'd give you one. I might have to cash app it to you, but you'll get it. Starting Minshew last year was an idiotic move. No shit. Thornton versus touchdown Tommy 2? What? I hope Caleb Rogers is for real, bro. He's got that veteran presence, right? He acts like he's already been there. Like he's not worried about shit. He's just manhandling guys out there. Just moving bodies around, bro. Like he's moving furniture. Positive necessary, if you know what that means in other terms. Nah, all love, bro. Don't trip. Sweet. I appreciate the support. 100. Still some media guys that are diehard Raider haters. I love it. That's shit. Why I love this organization, why I stayed loyal for so long, right? I love the scrutiny and the hate, and I love it even more when we prove teams wrong. We prove, the media wrong. ESPN, quacks like Stephen A. Smith, quacks like Colin Cowherd, all these dudes that have been jumping on the Raider bandwagon lately, saying very nice things. Shout out to y'all. After I just called you cow turd, but whatever. Both Thornton and Porter run 4.3. Tommy and Tucker 4.39. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I say. We got 4 guys in the 4.3s. If that can't stretch a field, then damn, we need a new offensive coordinator. Yo, Rebel just stopping into the show. Love fitting to hop on my live. Don't slip all day. Much love, brother. Y'all go check out his show. Of course, when I'm done, don't be jumping ship. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. Y'all do what you got to do. For sure. Anytime, man. Anytime. Shit. I'm trying to get a show together where it's, I don't want to steal Jeff's thing and Turf's thing, how they kind of do, the Friday night, Saturday night show. But I kind of want to get everybody together and, see what everybody's got to say on some of these topics. Would be nice. Do you listen to that Jacka song yet, Yerp? No. What's GeoMex say? Where you been, dog? Raiders upgraded at head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback, running back, and keeping Patrick Graham was huge. Anything less than 10 wins is unacceptable. Preach that truth talk. Exactly, bro. 100%. And I'm just going to leave that up here. Unless y'all could beat that, we're just going to leave that comment up there. If the Dolphins kick in some money, it could bring Ramsey's cap hit to 10 or 12 mil this season. I don't think them fools are paying any money to get rid of him. Hit a blinky? Shit, I could do that. It was about time for that anyway. Oh, it didn't work very good. That was weak. I might need to be charged. I might have to hit the other one. Rose Town, my guy. What's up, broski? For sure. Where's Piano? Man, don't put that out there. If Piano got it, you would have to give up the wrench. For sure. I don't know. He already said he didn't want to come here anymore because of getting kicked all the time. Well, damn it, Piano Man. You just gotta, you gotta pick your fights, my brother. As a dude that's probably older than you, that's been around the block, sometimes you gotta pick your fights. And when it's a losing battle, because you just keep getting booted and you can't say what you gotta say, sometimes you just gotta wave the right white flag, bro. Or the silver and black flag. And I ain't telling you to be a Raiders fan. I'm just saying. I never blocked anyone. Who, me? Okay, trigger finger Jack. My mom's no games with his ass. He's gone for life on my shit. I gave him multiple chances, had to go. It's getting to that point, Yerp. It's getting to that point. I ain't gonna lie. I've told him, and I can't just keep, I just can't keep dealing with the drama and the shit. It's not worth the headache. You know, he does comment, which, boosts a little bit, brings more people to the channel. The more comments, the more people are going to pop in, right? It gets in an algorithm. People are like, hey, what's going on in this channel, right? But if people are coming in and all they see is drama and people fighting and arguing, nobody's going to stay. They're going to come in, they're going to dip. So, it is what it is. I condone the shit talking, right? Shit. I even poke that shit sometimes, right? But it gets to a point where it's got to be an all fun, bro. All fun. Rosetown, bro. I'll quit YouTube if that shit happens. Shit. Then don't give me a wrench, Rebel, because I'm blocking that cockroach boy on the site. What? All right, man. If you don't want your wrench, let me know. Let me know. I'll take it. I got a couple I got to take anyways because I figured I had way too many mods. And most of them don't even come in here and rep the show anymore. So, if you ain't going to mod, there's no reason to have a wrench for part time and shit, which I don't mind part timing, but I ain't expecting everybody to be in here every live. But damn, once a week would be nice. You got the G fam. Drop a comment on the post. I'll mod you. There you go. You can get modded up over there. Modded up. Or was he talking to me? I don't know. I don't know. I'm never gonna catch up on this shit. God, family, and friends. You can't block him. You don't see his stuff. He doesn't block him from the channel, but it helps the channel grow. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Gifted one membership, leveled up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. How did I get fucking this far back down, bro? No wonder I ain't never gonna cop up. Jack says, finna go live in a few minutes, bro. Just support Rebel. Word. Appreciate you. I'll hop in. I'll hop in after this. Honestly, I have the best profile pick in DA Nation. I mean, it's pretty tight, Jack. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about the best. The Rebel and Chewy show coming to you soon, for sure. For sure. Tomorrow, I do believe. So shout out for that. Look for that. We will be dropping that tomorrow. Gonna be a popping that show. Already got some things, some questions. So yeah, we're gonna get right. Facts now. He sneaks in with different names. He might. Piano Man doesn't make sense most of the time. See, that's what I mean, I don't know. Maybe the dude's not all there, bro. Maybe y'all are picking on a dude that, has some issues that you don't even know about. I mean, I ain't saying y'all picking on him because he starts a lot of shit. So, but maybe sometimes y'all do fuck with him for no reason. Just because he's Piano Man. But yeah, he doesn't make sense a lot of times. It's hilarious that you people think People that don't come in here just read the chat at times. I mean, it is what it is. I'm done talking about that. I'm at the bottom. Thank God. Rebel, I say it's hard to watch all the shows, but no one won't say I don't try. No, I'm not saying you have to watch, bro. Anytime. Welcome and shit. I'm just saying some people I ain't seen, since I gave them a wrench. Like fucking months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. There's a couple mods that ain't even been in my channel, I don't think, since they got one. So I'm talking about that. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm finally caught up to this shit. It's been reported, written, but I'm not caught up on this side. Make sure I got all the super chats because it does not show on here. Appreciate the gifting one membership. Welcome to the Raider Unleashed family. Member for a month. Fuck the dischargers. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to the members for a month. And damn, I forgot. I had a list. I think my nephew has my notebook. Hold up. Some bitch. But I had a list of the people that, that recopped up. They recopped up on the family membership. And I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna throw your names out there. Bueno is one of them for sure. And I don't know who the other ones are. But man, I'm gonna get y'all. So let's get to this shit right here. Share screen. Why isn't it up? What the fuck, bro? Hold up. Wait. Why is it not showing this tab? The fuck, yo. Once I get local video images, good work. Presentation, that ain't working either. Cock suck. Oh, it's not on the flipping right Google. You bitch. All right, here we go. Window. Ain't no chrono. Share. All right. Is this coming up? Why does it look like that? Oh, I'm at the bottom. Weird. Okay. Well, let me hide this so y'all can see me. I'm down at the bottom of the screen. At the bottom of the screen. So, in the latest, judging of all backup quarterbacks in the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders, the cerebral assassin Aiden O'Connell, is picked as the 12th. Yes, the 12th best backup in the NFL. What does this mean? To me, it means a whole lot. But I have some questions, some very big questions about this topic. But we'll read what it says. O'Connell displayed enough flashes to convince the Raiders he's worthy of at least competing for a starting gig the past 2 seasons. But with 17 starts, O'Connell's inconsistent performances made it clear he's more of a backup than a reliable starter. There's no doubt who will be the starter for the Las Vegas Raiders after the trade for Geno Smith. Or is there? Aiden O'Connell, not going easy, not backing away. Dang, 12th. Best backup. But here's the thing. It gets better. Oh, it gets better. I just don't know what y'all could see. Number 11 on the list is the Minnesota Vikings, Sam Howell. damn good backup, mobile quarterback, throws a lot of interceptions. If you put his stats together in any 17 games, Aiden O'Connell's are much better. Much better. But they have Sam Howell because he's on the Minnesota Vikings, a team that made the playoffs last year. But he's backing up J.J. McCarthy. There's a chance Sam Howell might not be a backup. You know, can McCarthy stay healthy? There's a lot of questions. Let's go to what the hell just happened. All right, what the fuck did I miss? Oh, that's 11. All right, my bad. Number 10, Kobe Brissett, the Arizona Cardinals. Brissett often gets called to be the bridge quarterback for a notable unproven young quarterback or a veteran in need of some competition to get him back on track. Brissett has the latter assignment with the Cardinals after a subpar season from Kyler Murray, another one. The team is still committed to Murray after guaranteed more money on his contract, but at least the Cardinals have another reliable option in case Murray continues to struggle. Have y'all seen Jacoby Brissett's numbers? Have you? Well, we're not going to do it today, but oh Lord, don't think we are not going to do it. Join me tomorrow. Malik Willis. Now, if we're talking all around athlete, right? If we're talking all around athlete at quarterback, running, throwing, all around, then Malik Willis, yes. I believe he has a pretty good arm. But if you look at his stats in his rookie year, in his next year, in the following year, or any other year, they are not Aiden O'Connell worthy stats. And they were on some pretty good teams. The Green Bay Packers, for one, last year, the year before. He played good. But it wasn't Aiden O'Connell good. Now, he definitely ran for more yards. Andy Dalton. Not many number 2 quarterbacks are reliable as Andy Dalton. The former longtime starter of the Cincinnati Bengals with 168 career starts, Dalton started 5 games last season after the benching of Bryce Young, who showed vast improvement after returning on the field. The Panthers believe Dalton has helped with Young's development as he heads into his 3rd year in Carolina. I'm not going to end it. Dalton's a veteran. He got my respect. He put it on that ass on the Raiders last year. Marcus Mariota? Hold up. Wait. Marcus Mariota? Stop. Now, if we're just talking athleticism again here, if we're just talking mobile quarterbacks, I can see it. But, however, if we're talking arm strength, if we're talking accuracy, if we're talking leading receivers, stop. Mariota? Man, stop. As a backup, getting the starter prepared to play is just as important as keeping the team afloat when injuries occur. Jaden Daniels often praised Mariota for helping him through his sensational rookie season. Also, Mariota can still play, evident by his 205-yard performance in a blowout win against the Panthers after Daniel exited with a rib injury. Woo, 205 yards. I don't think that game against the Panthers was anywhere near 340 yards with 2 touchdowns against the Kansas City Super Bowl defending champions. But I will digress. Mac fucking Jones. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Mac Jones? All right. He's a decent quarterback. Yes. I think he was wasn't he in a Pro Bowl or something his rookie year? Um Decent, right? As a 49er in a Kyle Shanahan system, I could see his mobility, his arm, but his interceptions, his turnover worthy plays, his big plays over 10 yards, we will have to break that down. Stay tuned tomorrow. Right? Right? Mac Jones can't be sixth. This is Sports Illustrated, yo. This is SI, the leader in sports news and entertainment for the last what shit. They was doing this shit with magazines before ESPN was even a twinkle in their daddy's eye. This is SI, bro. Sports Illustrated. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck with you. SI.com. Number 5 on the list, yo. Jackson to the Dizart. Jackson Dart. Now I told you he was the best quarterback in this draft. I gassed it up, and kept gassing it up. And I'm going to keep my foot on that gas. Jackson Dart is the best quarterback out of this draft. It's not if, it's when he starts. Will it be this year? Will it be next year? Hell, I don't know. LVR, what it do? Appreciate you pulling in. I don't know. But I've been on that Jackson Dart train, not this year, but last year, the year before. I see him play a lot in the SEC. I've been telling y'all to keep an eye on Jackson Dart. I argued till I was blue in the face. He was not a first-round quarterback. I kept receipts for everybody that said Jackson Dart was not a first-round quarterback. Well, guess where Jackson Dart got picked? I'll wait. I'm just fucking with y'all. We know where he got picked. We already know. But that's neither here nor there. What I told you, what I didn't tell you. Who was right, who was wrong. It's just hearsay, right? It doesn't matter. It ain't shit. Dart hasn't taken a snap in the NFL. Still, the Giants view him as the long-term starter after trading back into the first round to take the Ole Miss product at number 5. Russell Wilson is starting quarterback of the Giants. But it wouldn't be a surprise if Dart takes over midway through the season. The rookie signal caller impressed Coach Dable, the balls. Sorry. During their pregame meetings, where the dude got up on the whiteboard, unlike Shador Sanders, and absolutely killed it, caught the mistakes in the playbook that were personally in there. Jackson to the Dart. Jake Browning, Cincinnati Bengals. I'm not going to argue this. He came in, he played very well against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the first 2-3 games after that, he kind of struggled. He threw a lot of interceptions. He made some bad passes. He still had a way better offense than Aiden O'Connell ever had. He still had way better receivers. I mean, Jamar Chase? T. Higgins? Stop. I'm just saying. But that's where we at. Daniel Jones with the Indianapolis Colts, number 3 on the list. Number 3. It's hard to trust a quarterback as inconsistent as Jones. Still, his skill set and starting experience could make him a reliable backup, especially in a situation requiring his service for longer than a week. Ouch. Cheap shot. Low blow. I think my balls hurt just reading that. There's a lot of possibility of Jones flourishing away from the struggling Giants. In Indianapolis, Jones will play with Jonathan Taylor, a running game. Didn't they have that in Saquon Barkley? Didn't they just give him away? Stop. Didn't they have a running game? Anyway, he's going to get another running game with Jonathan Taylor. Maybe he can make this one work if he gets a chance. Michael Pittman Jr. You know, I mean, really hasn't lived up to the hype where he was drafted, in my opinion. But that's his targets, right? That's their big guy. And will be guided by Coach Shane Steichen, which I like Shane Steichen, bro. There's a chance there's a chance Jones wins the starting gig, but the team likely favors Anthony Richardson after investing a first round pick him in 2023. Man, that pick is not starting to look out good. And number 2 on the list. Stop playing. Come on, bro. Are they kidding me with this shit? Are y'all for real? Are y'all for real? Are you for real? Stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Jimmy Garoppolo is the second best backup in the NFL. But Aiden O'Connell is 12th? Didn't O'Connell come in as a 4th round pick and take Jimmy Garoppolo's job and Brian Hoyer's job? Didn't he put both of these guys on the bench? But Garoppolo somehow with the Los Angeles Rams I'll read it here in a second. But somehow with the Los Angeles Rams is now the second best backup in the NFL. He's now better than Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell, who held his clipboard for camp, who played in a preseason only and then held a clipboard till the 6th or 7th or 8th week of the season, came in, played better, got sacked 8 times, had no help. What a setup that was. Missed one game, got fired, coach got fired, took the job and never looked back. And you're standing here on a channel, on Sports Illustrated, one of the highest, most published, most known places on the planet, and you're going to tell me Jimmy fucking Garoppolo is the second best backup in the NFL. What are we doing here? What are we doing on Sports Illustrated? Bro, can I get a job? I'm tired of working every day. Tile is heavy, unloading trucks, carrying thin set, mixing mud. I'm 50. That shit's for the birds, bro. Sign me up. Can I talk football all day? I gotta have better taste than this. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is your number 2? Number 2? Over Daniel Jones? Over Jake Browning? Over Jackson Dart? Mac Jones? Let's just look at all these quarterbacks. Let's start back at 12. Who was above Aiden O'Connell, right? Names like Cooper Rush, who played damn good for the Dallas Cowboys, kept them afloat in a lot of games. Gardner Minshew, bugger picker at 14. Zach Wilson for the Miami Dolphins at 15. Hendon Hooker for the Detroit Lions. You're telling me Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Hendon Hooker from the Detroit Lions? Furpo, what's good, my guy? Stop. Joe Milton III, Dallas Cowboys. Tyrod Taylor from the Jets. Okay. Jared Stidham. Okay. I'm even gonna say it. Tyler Heineke, Jalen Milroe, yo, Kenny Pickett, Joshua Dobbs. We're only at 24. Will Flippin' Levis, Mason Rudolph. These are the backups, just so y'all know. Spencer Rattler. A lot of people. I won't say no names, but I got receipts. Spencer Rattler is better than Aiden O'Connell. Okay. Nick Mullins. Mitchell Trubisky. Davis Mills. He's still in the NFL. Shocker. Tyson Badgett at 31. This I'm gonna have to, man, are they for real? Did they see what Tyson Badgett did to the Las Vegas Raiders? Did they see how well that kid played? Why are they dissing these quarterbacks like this? What is the reason? What is the reason? Damn, I'm gonna have to start screaming racism like the Shador Sanders fans. These guys can't get a break. Just fucking with y'all. But come on, man. Tyson Badgett is better than probably the 15 quarterbacks in front of him. And who's the worst? Kyle Trask? Kyle Trask, a guy that's been on, I believe, behind Tom Brady, and then behind a guy like Baker Mayfield. We don't even know what this dude has. Is it because he hasn't played? Is it because, like, what are these guys thinking, bro? Like, seriously, honestly, Tyler Badgett is mobile. He can run. He could spin the rock, bro. He passed what almost over 200 yards against a lot of teams, I think, as backups. He played better, way better than Justin Fields, who just got signed to a huge contract in the New York Jets. What the flip is going on here? But anyways, back to this. I got to get back to the bottom. Because the number one guy, where is it? Jimmy Garoppolo. This is the funniest shit I ever heard. It's Kirk Cousins in Atlanta. Why is he a backup? This is my question. Kirk Cousins in Atlanta? Why is he a backup? Somebody's got to make a move for this man. I mean, he did turn the Minnesota Vikings around. They were one of the hot teams in the NFL before he tore his Achilles. Now he goes to a new team, a new system, started out okay, and then struggled badly. But most players coming off an Achilles, Aaron Rodgers, don't play very good their first year. It takes them a full entire year to be confident, to plant on that leg, to, not try to protect it every time you get hit or think you're going to get hit. There's a lot of shit mentally that you have to deal with, not just coming off the injury, but the mental part of the injury. So Kirk Cousins can slang the rock, bro. His touchdowns to interception ratio in his career is crazy good. Crazy good. Why is this man not on somebody's roster that needs a quarterback? A la the New Orleans Saints. I mean, shit. You could even say the Colts, right? They have Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. What has he done? So, that's what I'm saying, bro. This shit is absolutely wild to me. I don't know how anybody in their right mind could possibly have Jimmy Garoppolo at number 2. And I don't know how. This is the only thing I don't like about this is I can't control. Oh, I could star them. Duh. Okay. I apologize for being dumber than a 5th grader. If Gruden get head coach, okay, I didn't read that yet. I am not going to get to all these. I apologize. Anybody who came in that I didn't get to, I apologize. This is not going to be a 2-hour show tonight. I'm going to get the hell off here. I got some things I got to do. That's why I hopped on early. I just hope AOC never sees the field. Geno stays healthy. I know, Kenna. I know how y'all feel about AOC, but it's awful funny, my guy, that there's been consistent calls and talks about people inquiring about AOC. There's a reason. There's enough film on him now. He showed that he can win games. The man should be 7-0 when they rush for 100 yards. I'm gonna keep saying that shit till your ears bleed. 6-0, a fourth round pick, not supposed to be a starter in the NFL. Should be undefeated when the Raiders offense rushes for 100 yards or more. Y'all sleep on the kid all you want to. All I know is if Geno does go down, my confidence level goes up in this quarterback room. Say what you want. Feel how you feel. I'm not trying to change your opinion. This is my opinion. Raiders Unleashed. I feel more confident in Aiden O'Connell. Why? Now, when it comes to running for first downs, no, absolutely not. But standing in the pocket, throwing to the weapons we have, with a running game behind him that should average 100 yards or more very, very easily this year. And if they don't, the offensive line should all be kicked in their asses and, should be probably talking about being switched up and should all be looking for new jobs. Because when you have a guy like Ashton Genty in the backfield and you can't run for 100 yards a game, now not every game is going to be 100 yards. Defenses are going to stop you. But there are teams that average 100 yards a game all 17 games. The Raiders are no exception why we cannot and should not be one of those teams to rush for over 100 yards a game. If that happens, man, come on. You ain't stacking the box, or you are stacking the box, you can get picked apart. We all know that. Cerebral assassin. I'll say it till the day I die. This kid could play. If he couldn't play, he wouldn't be on this team. And you could say they brought in Cam Miller, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they didn't believe in him. Maybe they don't believe in Geno. Maybe they think, 1 or 2 years, shit, we go with Aiden 1 or 2, and then maybe Cam Miller's ready, or, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they don't go with him at all. Maybe they trade him. Maybe he plays his ass off in preseason and teams start blowing up the phones. Yo, let me get that cerebral assassin. I'm just saying. Just saying. Y'all know how I do. Cam Miller is looking sharp in OTAs. I think OLC will be let go after 2026, and Cam will take over as backup and possibly future starter after Geno, unless we take one for the 2026 draft. I mean, there's a very big possibility. Cam Miller's footwork is crazy. Shout out to Unleashed Raider for the $5 keep it up holler. I appreciate you keeping the lights on, keeping the momentum up. I am paying attention. I don't appreciate when you talk to me like that. Good thing we didn't get one this year until later in the draft. Jackson Dart will probably be a starter for the Giants. We know that. It's not probably. It's not if. It's when. When is he going to start? I already know Jackson Dart's going to be a starter for the Giants. It's just how long do the Giants realize just go with the young buck instead of the old man? We know what you're going to get in Russell Wilson. You don't know what you're going to get in Jackson Dart. I know what you're going to get in Jackson Dart. A show. That's what you're going to get. Alar is a dog. I like Drew Alar. A lot. G fam, what's good? Hip Hugger Jones until 2027. Talk that shit, Rose Town, preaching truth over here. I don't see Arch Manning coming out till, senior year, till he at least gets 1 degree. His family's about education, not NFL. Look it up, bro. Look at the Manning family. Anybody else come out early? Nope. They finished school. They stayed in school. They didn't go back to school. They stayed. That dude ain't coming out. He ain't going nowhere. I look forward to playing Jones. That would be nice. That made my balls hurt. What made your balls hurt? Manny will be right? if you're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo being second, it made my balls hurt too, dude. Um, Manning family will encourage Arch to stay in school at least one more year. I say two. I say two. He's a redshirt freshman. He's going to come out. It's going to take 3 years to get a degree. He's got 2 more years. 2 more years. If I'm wrong, so be it. I was wrong with Jalen Milroe. I'll be the first to say it. I really believe Jalen Milroe was going to stay in school last year. He proved me wrong. I don't believe it was the right move. He'll probably prove me wrong again, but I don't know. I don't know about Beck, bro. Maybe you're right, though. Beck, dude, I'm telling you. This kid has a chance to be that number one guy, to be that guy to lean on. Go watch the film. Look what he did in the Senior Bowl. In the Senior Bowl, that's all, I mean, not all the top players, right? But that's great players. Great players. Top seniors, right? The dude dominated. He had 200 yards or close to it. Jack Beck is different, bro. He's different. I'm telling you. Different. Oh, dear. Come on. Himmy G, right? Himmy G. The O'Connell hate is real, bro. It's real. It's real. They don't love Christian Bible thumping, intelligent, smart quarterbacks. It is what it is. Jimmy G only good for going to the bunny ranch. Facts. 100%. Shit, I missed that. Rosetown, what'd you say? I'm not bueno. Adams is going down with a mystery injury before he catches a hospital ball from Jimmy G. And I was gonna get into that too, man. I forgot to read that. Let me go back. I think it's still up, or did I get rid of it? Fuck no, I erased it. Damn it. So yeah. Good thing you let me know. Or you said that. They said Jimmy Garoppolo will do very well throwing passes to Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams. Bro, Devontae Adams is not catching any balls from Jimmy Garoppolo. That is one of the main reasons Aiden O'Connell was the starter from here on out. What the fuck did he come in and say now? This kid, bro. So, I am all caught up, right? Devontae has to be excited. He's I don't wish bad on nobody, but man, if it's not a serious injury, and because he didn't come to the Raiders and he went back to the Rams and turned us down, can Matthew Stafford just go out, miss one game, and Jimmy G have to come in and throw? Because I will record the Raider game that day and watch that instead of the Raider game just to see Jimmy Garoppolo throwing to Devontae Adams would be absolutely flipping hilarious. And what they both get, right? It's what they both get. Jimmy G is crap. AOC played way better. Yeah, he took his job. What else we got? This writer doesn't know shit, right? Sports Illustrated. I don't know who the writer was. I'm sorry. I erased it. I'll have to find it. Aiden O'Connell went 23 for 35, 350 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in Arrowhead versus the 10-1 Kansas City Chiefs and lost the game because of a botched snap. Talk that truth. Preaching truth over here. I love it when LVR in the building. It's been a minute, my guy. Appreciate you coming back, supporting the channel. How's college going, my guy? You about done? You got shit wrapped up? Let me know. I'm laughing my ass, Rosetown. I heard they offered him free service too. Boy is probably walking STD now. What the fuck? I don't know what that's all about. Just proves SI don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? They said Gardner Minshew should be the starter. They said, Jimmy G should be the starter. Roash Raider 24, what's good? Appreciate you. Damn, I just arrived. I'm not bueno. And thanks to the Shadow Realm. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, fuck. Yep, just proves that shit. I don't know what he did, but I'm gonna say it again, man. If he ain't doing shit, like I said, I didn't read it. I'm not getting to talk about it all night and not go into it. But please don't block clowns if they ain't doing shit. I want Jimmy G's all-time pass to the Bunny Ranch. I ain't trying to go to no Bunny Ranch. Damn, you know what you can catch in that bitch? Hell no. I heard multiple girls at the Bunny Ranch went on a 9-month leave after Jimmy G left Raider season. The shit, most of them probably quit, bro. Probably quit. I guarantee you. They were like, bro, I could retire. I got enough money from Jimmy G just in the, couple months in the off season where he couldn't play. And then when he got benched, shit, he was in there daily. Don't confuse true rankings with popular contests. Facts. Kirk Cousins, I see being traded to the Steelers if Rodgers chooses to retire. He shouldn't even get that choice. Teams should just be done with Rodgers. Like, he's ruining his legacy, bro. He did that shit last year. He did it the year before. Like, the dude is ruining his name, and I don't think he gives a shit. But, to me, that's my opinion. The dude that covers the Raiders writes for SI. Dude, all these guys. Cousins is trash. Stop the madness. According to his touchdown interception ratio, he's not trash. It's the NFL. Not too many quarterbacks have a way better touchdown ratio than interceptions. Most of them, they have more than half the amount of interceptions that they have touchdowns. Kirk Cousins is not one of those guys. I'm going to call you, Rebel. Don't call me. I'm in the middle of something. 5 USDA per chatter. Lifting some weight to stay keeping. Pump that iron. What? Send us videos. Show us your guns. 5 US. That's a weird super chat. Is it on here? I got to figure out the super chats. Keep it up. Unleashing Raider. What's good? Appreciate you. That is the last one, right? Have a good night, Raider Nation. Jumping up to support my guy. Yerp. Join us after the show, at the Rebel show. For sure, y'all head over there. Anyone that wants AOC can have him. You're talking crazy. Bro, I'm not talking crazy. I know quarterbacks. I'm telling you. I've been dead nuts on a lot of these bust, not bust. Way before I was doing YouTube shit. I ain't been doing it long, but I have a very, very damn good track record of predicting what quarterbacks have it, don't have it, are going to be it, not going to be it, which guys need to take longer to develop. It's very good. So say what you want. I believe in AOC, and you don't have to. That's fine. That's your opinion. But AOC is a dog, bro. Could Gino easily be another Minshew with one good season out of 11, 22 coming off 22 touchdowns, 15 interceptions in 2024? You're right, LV. You're right, LVR. Gino could very well be another Gardner Minshew. He could be worse than a Gardner Minshew. He had more turnovers than Gardner Minshew, when we brought Gardner Minshew in his year at the Colts. Gardner Minshew was one throw away from taking his team to the playoffs. I believe Geno Smith was a couple interceptions from getting his team to the playoffs. So. I believe he could, bro. I believe he could. But then Jesus what the fuck? VCP, what's good? What's good? Appreciate you popping in. Raiders. I believe Gino could also be the opposite, though. He could have the best season he's ever had. He has, I believe, some of the best weapons. I know for a fact he has the best running game he's ever had. Right? As far as I'm concerned, not proven, but right on paper, he has the best running. Let's say that on paper, he has the best running game he's ever had. He has the best tight end he's ever had. No doubt about it. It's not even close. He might have the 2 best tight ends he's ever had. No doubt about it. Not even close. And then don't sleep on Shorter. Shorter out there getting his catches, getting his reps in. He did pretty well last year. So don't sleep on Shorter. Geno has the weapons. Geno could be that guy. But again, the 15 interceptions. I talked about the bad throws, key situations. I'm not going to keep beating Geno into the ground like a dead horse. We should know how I feel about Geno. If not, go back and watch my videos. I'm not sipping the Kool-Aid. Now, I'm sipping the Kool-Aid on the running game. I've bought in on these receivers. I've bought in on, more than I probably should have on the linebacker core. I feel, not comfortable, but, in the middle when it comes to the DB room. I feel very good about the safety room. So, Geno could have a huge, huge year. On the other hand, we talked about it 2 nights ago. What if? What if Geno is still Geno? I don't believe he continues to play for the whole season, just in my opinion. Chewy, disappointed with you for giving into the Karen side. Yerp doesn't know how to debate trash talking. Oh, that's Piano Man, but he's inconsistent. What? Rings his comeback, and Karen can't get along because of the whatever. I don't know. Hello, thought you were leaving. Raider Drought. Alex M is a hater. Why is everybody a hater, bro? Not everybody's a hater. That's the problem, Piano Man. It's not everybody hates on you. It's everybody hates the way you come in and say everybody's a hater. Everybody's a Karen. Everybody's a bitch. And you're, always the victim, bro. Stop playing the victim card. When you come in talking shit, you can't play the victim. It's not always on them. And yes, they do talk shit when you come in. They do block you right away. We're getting to that. We're working it out, man. It is what it is. Tired of talking about this fucking subject. I don't even know why he's on here. I thought he was blocked. Yeah. God fam Raiders is the reason I don't want to debate, because this is the most Raider Karen that I can't stand losing. What? Can't stand losing little crybabies. Bro. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't believe this fucker is all there sometimes, man. Jimmy G is what? Gooch? Okay. Yeah. What? It's a kiss ass to me, but talk behind my back when I get blocked. Don't cave into the crybabies. Just plainly jelly. Y'all ruined a chance to come and debate with y'all. Want to do this, bro? You can come and debate anytime. You can come debate anytime you want to. Come talk all the shit you want to. Come prove all the facts you want to. Stop calling people fucking Karens. Stop calling people bitches. Like, you've already ruined that shit with a bunch of people, is what I'm saying. So you're not always the victim, my guy. Damn, I just arrived. Just sent piano strings to the shadow realm. See? And then you have that. Which we'll work on that shit. Rebel, I need to call you when you are done. You don't need to tell me that. Just call. I have eyes and believe he's trash. We all have beliefs, man. It is what it is. Don't ignore my message. Come on, man. All right. Are we done with these yet? To the bottom. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, one person is one fucking person. You family as long as you here being cool. When you fuck off, you not. That's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes. And you keep making me fucking be that channel that blocks people because everybody wants to block you because you want to troll. So I'm not reading your shit. I'm just going past. I hope Gino stays healthy. And I do hope not in it just for the money. Raiders trend to get screwed by high-priced free agents. You know, the money was a lot. It was an awful lot. But I believe Gino is in it, like I said last night. He's in it to make Pete Carroll a winner, bro. He wants to make Pete Carroll go out on a high note. You know, he should have 2 Super Bowls. It was an easy victory. Just hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. Game over. You're a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Instead, I don't know what he thought. Hopefully he doesn't make those choices with the Raiders. Too much drama on this channel. Let's just talk Raiders. Fuck yeah, let's do that. 100%. I agree. Stop calling and trading. Fucking bro. Just want to Raider. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Raider fans don't want to be Karens. They don't want to hear you come in and talk trash, bro. Trash. All trash. Raider fans and loyal are these, and there's one nation. All others need not apply, right? Not everybody's cut out for this shit. Not everybody's cut out for the Raider Nation. Tell your fans that they have turned this page into a Raider pod. What? That's what it's supposed to be. It's Raiders Unleashed, bro. It's a Raiders channel. It's supposed to be about Raiders. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't know. I think AOC is a starting quarterback. I just don't know if he'll get the starting chance. I mean, everything happens in the NFL. He might get that chance. You know, he might not get that chance. This show lasted way too longer than it was supposed to. But I believe he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. Dude wants to be the center of attention, even when he gets negative. That's my thing, Frank Weber. 100% is he comes in, he'll be nice. It's all cool. You know, everybody's happy. People even make comments, damn, Piano Man being fucking, you know, being cool. And then as soon as somebody says something, he starts fucking calling people Karens and attacking people that don't even say shit just because of the comment they make about the Raiders. So if you hate the Raiders that much, why the fuck are you always in my chat, in every Raider chat, bro? There's not a Raider content creator out there that I do not see you in. So either you're a closet Raider dude and you're just a troll and you probably don't even like the Chiefs. I don't know, but I'm really tired of my shows being about Piano Man. And it is getting to the point, my guy, where it's going to be like, just fuck it. Just block you and be done with it. Now, if you want to come on, you want to talk your shit, run your mouth and be respectful, that's cool. But as soon as you get stupid, we're cutting it. We will have, I believe Thursday night, we are going to do maybe not just member night, but all night. So you'll get your chance, bro. You get your chance. Come in, say what you got to say. But the way you go about shit, bro, is just wrong. It's fucking wrong. You want to come in, poke people, and then act like, oh, control your fucking chat, and it's the Raider chat, and blah, blah, blah. And then cry like a bitch, dude. Don't come over here, poke the fucking bear, and then get blocked, and then talk shit, bro. Don't talk shit. It boosts your views being supporting crying emotional crybaby. No, bro, that doesn't boost my views. What boosts my views is me being able to talk about the subjects I want to fucking talk about on my channel and get out the information that I'm trying to get out to the people that really care about the information. If you don't give a fuck about the information, adios, bro. Adios. That's the problem. That's the real problem. The problem is most of the chat is people talking shit to you because you can't stop running your bitch ass mouth, bro. Stop being a bitch and being a Karen, because that's what you are, not the chat. It's you always running your mouth, my guy. Always. You always come in, and no matter what, it always starts. So really, it's going to be to the point. No more fucking chances. I usually don't give chances, but like I said, I don't want my channel to be that dude that fucking blocks people. But man, no matter what, it's getting to that point. It's getting to that fucking point when I gotta constantly bring you up and you're the center of my fucking chat and my show, bro. It's gonna come to an end. It's gonna come to an end real quick. So with that, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. You know, if you want to mod. If you don't want to mod, let me know, man. I'll pull the wrench. But it's gonna come to an end. It won't be very much longer that he's in here. I promise you, because this shit is gonna stop, dude. You ain't gonna get my blood fucking boiling all the time because of the nonsense drama, and then call people Karens when you're fucking crying all the time, bro. That shit's gonna stop. Raiders. Fuck the dischargers. Much love. Peace.